Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Cooking for the Family. I'm Dyvonne, and today I'm going to share with you a quick and easy recipe for corn fritters, and I'm going to be using some Jiffy Corn Muffin mix. This is how I do it. First, we're going to be using 2 eggs, and I'm using 2 large eggs, and I have my eggs at room temperature. I'm using a medium-sized bowl, and I go ahead and just beat my eggs really well till they're well combined and the whites and the yellows are all well combined together. Want to make sure that you do that so you don't have any streaks of the whites when you're blending the rest of your ingredients together. Now, these corn fritters go so good if you're going to be frying chicken or with fried fish or with baked chicken. Also goes great if you're going to have greens or cabbage, and I made some smothered cabbage with some sausage, and we have this to go with it. And so I go ahead and I put in 1 box of the Jiffy corn mix, and then I used my frozen corn that was slightly defrosted, and that was 3/4 of a cup of my frozen corn. I used the frozen sweet corn, and then we're going to put some green onion. We're only going to be using just the green parts of the onion, and I'm going to be putting in 1 tablespoon of the green parts of the onion. Now, if you are new to my channel, I welcome you in, and if you're a returner, I thank you for coming back. My name is Dyvonne, and on my channel I love to share what I cook and bake for my family in my kitchen. And so if you enjoy just regular everyday cooking and different Mexican dishes that I also cook, to soul food, to doctoring up box cake mixes, from baking from scratch, then you found the right channel. I add my 1 tablespoon of heaping chopped green onions, and then we're going to add a little salt. You want to add just a pinch of salt to offset the sweetness of the Jiffy as well as our sweet corn, and that's going to be about 1/8 of a teaspoon. Then I add 1 tablespoon of milk, and we're also going to add sour cream. Now, with the sour cream, I suggest using a thick sour cream. This brand that I use, Knudsen, is pretty thick. I always used it because my mom always used it. Then I shied away from it, and then I came back to it because a thicker sour cream, I have found, does mix and work better in recipes when you're making batter, cake mixes, and mixes such as this. And so I put in 1/4 of a cup of the sour cream. Then go ahead and mix. You don't want to over mix, but you want to make sure that you don't have any streaks of sour cream, no streaks of milk, and everything is blended well. Or rather, no streaks of eggs and everything is blended well. And there's 2 different ways. You can deep fry these, but I like to do a pan fry when I do my corn fritters. But you can definitely make them thicker if you'd like, and have them similar in size to, say, a hush puppy. But we're going to do them more so pan fry, and we're going to make them where they're nice. You can just kind of finish them in about 2 or 3 bites. And so this is going to make, this recipe makes about 16 to 18, and we're going to make sure that you're going to, with your oil, you want to put not too much oil in your pan, but enough to fry them well. So I usually do, this is an 8-inch pan, and my oil is nice and hot. I'm dropping these by tablespoons. So you want about 1/4 inch to about 1/2 inch of oil in whatever pan that you're using, okay? I started my pan on a high heat for my oil to get nice and hot. Then I lowered my flame to a medium heat. And when you put your fritters in your pan to cook them, you want to have that sizzle, that fry going on around the edges, just like that. Now, from time to time, because pans get hot spots, because I know mine does, so I know everybody else's does, you want to adjust your heat accordingly if you feel your fritters are cooking up too quickly, because you want to make sure that you're cooking them well, so that way they're going to be done through and through, but you also are mindful that you don't want to burn them. And so if your pan is up too high, your fire is up too high, they will burn on you, so you just want to be mindful of that. And then also I look around the sides to see if I have those nice bubbles, and if it's kind of getting set around the sides, kind of like you would with pancakes. Now, something else is that when you flip them, you just want to flip them once. You don't want to continue to flip them back and forth, because what I found is that whether it be pancakes or fritters, when we flip them back and forth and back and forth, they tend to start to get hard on the outside. And so to keep them a nice texture on the outside from the frying, you want to make sure that you don't do flipping back and forth. And I love making these fritters because it comes together relatively easy. It makes a nice snack. You can also take them for breakfast. Just grab a couple of them and have them for breakfast with some butter on them, or either syrup or honey. We like to have ours with butter, and I'll share that with you. And as you're cooking your batches, if you need to add a little bit more oil to your pan, make sure that if you have any brown pieces that have broken off that are in your pan, make sure you scoop those out. Add any additional oil to continue to cook your other batches. Let that oil come up to temperature to a nice heat level, and then go ahead and cook on. You don't want to put them in your other batches in if your oil is cold. These are looking good. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest up. I'll meet you over at the kitchen counter, and we're going to give them a try. Well, our corn fritters are all done. They have cooked up nicely. This is what they're looking like. This is the undercarriage right here. It has come out a beautiful golden brown. Like I was saying, the family, we like to have it, if we're not having it with some cabbage or some greens or some fish, we are having it with some butter on top, just like that. And I remember growing up, my dad, he would have his with Brer Rabbit syrup. Comment down below if you remember that syrup. Well, this bite's for you. Now I'm going to take my bite and see how we did. Wow. You see those little pieces that we have in there of that green onion? It just really comes through very nicely in these fritters. Well, I hope you give this recipe a try. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like this video and appreciate the content, don't forget to show it some love. Give it a thumbs up and click share, and share this video with a friend or family. And remember, it's always good when Dyvonne is cooking for the family. I'll see you on the next one, and I will have a list of ingredients in the description box below. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.